Hey, it's Marvin here. Today I'm going to be doing a walkthrough slash review slash impressions of the 2015 Mazda 3. And what I want to show you is how it's aged, my thoughts of the car, modifications I've done to it, um, is it reliable. So if you're looking into buying a 2014 slash 2015 model, this kind of gives you an idea of what to look for and what to expect from the car. And sorry if it's a little windy. I'm doing this in my home and it's surrounded by trees, so if you guys see, not see, but if you guys hear a lot of wind noise, I do apologize. I'm recording this on my phone. So moving on to the car, like I said, it's a 2015 S Touring Edition. S meaning it's a 2.5 engine, so definitely it is a peppy car. Naturally aspirated, no turbos or anything, so it does give you enough power to kind of merge into the freeway, and like if you want to have a little fun, you can definitely merge and things like that. So looking at the front here, it's obviously a white paint, but I did black out the top and I wrapped that myself. Not a perfect job, but it does give the car look. Gives a nice mean slash premium look. I did some modifications in the front, starting with this sticker here. I really love Mazda cars, and then I kind of want to represent that right there, never give up. The bulbs here, I don't like the amber bulb, so I switched it for like a white, so every time the car is running, it kind of emits a white light instead of an amber light. So that's maybe something you guys can consider in changing. I did install daylight running lights in the car, and I do have an installation of that video. So this here turns on and it looks really good, especially at night. I do have HIDs, so they're kind of blue looking, and that's kind of blue looking, so it kind of matches really well at night. So when people are driving and they see you behind them, it looks really well. Nothing else I've done to the car. The tires, do expect them to not last you that long. The Dunlop tires aren't really rated that well. I bought some Continental tires, and they're the sports, Control Contact Sports, and I bought them off Tire Rack, not Tire Rack, Discount Tire. And Discount Tire is just a place where they install tires. Some places they call American Tires. But moving on, I did add a sticker here, made in Japan, because this model is made in Japan. I black out the emblems, so it gives it a nice look. And sorry guys for the wind, it is catching up here. I did add an exhaust, Magnafloor exhaust, not too loud, but it does make a noise when you step on it. So it's really cool. License plate, California, and I have a Zoom license plate frame. And I just washed it too, so it doesn't look like this every day, since I live where like there's dirt. So the car doesn't look like this every day. And I did wash it because of the tires I bought. Moving inside, but you know, the car looks really well from the side. It gives it a nice premium look with this Kodo design that they went with. It looks well, and it's actually aged really well exteriorly. You know, there's people that ask me, hey, what model is that, or what year is that? This is actually a 2015 model. You know, the 2017 models look a lot nicer. But one thing to point out here that I just noticed, this piece here, expect that to fade away with the sun. You can kind of see it there. It's just fading away, and same thing with the other side. Kind of looks worse here. I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but this top piece here is just fading away. So that's one thing of the exterior that looks bad, but besides that, the car looks good. So let's move on to the interior. You know, pretty modern interior from a 2015 model. The actual car was made in 2014, according to the sticker. I love the interior. You know, it looks like a BMW-ish. Mazda got inspiration from that, with the rotary dial there and the screen in the top, which does not fold down or hide away. It just sticks up. Steering wheel, it's really comfy steering wheel, but one thing that you need to look out for is the steering wheels do peel on these models. There are some people on forums out there that have had their steering wheels peeled, and mine started peeling, and I just got it replaced not that long ago. Sorry if I can't talk. The gauges look pretty modern. The only thing that's analog is the centerpiece with your RPM showing, and everything's digital with the left and right screens, and then the pop-up display. Leatherish seats, those have aged really well too. No scratches or warps or wrinkling on the actual seat, so they're really well. Center console here, it does get scratched over time, and you can kind of tell there too. Perfect example of how the car has aged with this material here. And I believe with the 2015, not 2015, the 2017 and up models, this whole entire center changed. But if you decide to get a used car, it does not look good here with all those scratches that you can tell. So definitely either wrap it or take really well care of it, because this is just meant to get scratched. I'm not sure what Mazda was thinking about that. Modifications interior wise, not much. I did modify the screen here, so it has a background, it has a bigger album art, it has the information off to the left. On the top right, it displays the date and the time instead of just the time. Some tweaks here and there. It doesn't come with the, so turning it off here, it doesn't, oh, this is a really good example. So turning it on, I added a after, you kind of briefly saw it there, but it's a different intro from the regular Mazda Shining. And let me get that beeping out of the way. Let's see here, the navigation is different too. Turn this off. I did make this transparent, so you get more view of the actual map when you're driving. One thing I don't like about the car is the rattling. It just rattles everywhere, left, right, rear. Since I installed the MagnaFlow exhaust myself, I'm not sure if I installed something correctly or if it's the actual car rattling like in the exhaust area. So most likely I caused it, but I took it to Mazda and they said we're not going to fix it. They did look at it. They did not mention the exhaust, but there's something rattling back there every time I hit bumps. Another rattling issue I have is on the right side of the car. As you can kind of see there, they do come with these cover plates, and on that side there I removed it because with the bass and my kind of music I listen to, it just rattles, and I removed that. And even with the trim off, it still rattles. So what I try to do is remove the screw, put a napkin, just kind of create a more of an insulation, I guess, but it still rattles. What else can I talk about? That's pretty much it. The car has aged really well. Besides the things here and there, it's a really well designed car, really well built car. Have no problems with it. The only problem I've had was, I just want to see my time. Obviously I live in San Diego County, more north of San Diego, but I sometimes go to Six Flags with my wife, and the car all of a sudden started acting weird, and the transmission started acting weird, and it wouldn't shift, and it wouldn't do anything. It wouldn't go above 2 RPM, so if I wanted to go faster, just stop. So I pulled over and had to do something with the transmission not getting enough circuit from the battery. So I took it to Mazda. They said it was fine. They just restarted the computer, and it was just acting fine. So just keep that in mind. That's what I had. Besides that, no engine problems. I changed the oil every 5,000 miles with synthetic oil. So it's a really well car. So a really good car. So if you guys decide to buy it, you definitely go for it. But just keep in mind that there are those things to look out for. So this model actually comes with this sunroof, and one thing I love about it is it opens. So like any other sunroof, it opens. And what I mean by opens, it opens automatically. So I hit the button here and it opens. But what I don't like about it is that when I actually hold the actual button here, it does not close automatically. So and you guys might be thinking I'm nitpicking the car and things like that. I actually love Mazda cars. I've had a 2006 Mazda 3. I've had a 2005 RX-8. Now I have a 2015 Mazda 3. I also have a 2001 Miata, which I do plan on making videos on. But it's just things, you know, you pay for a car and you want it to work and it does not work, you know, not to your needs. So just keep in mind that's one thing that I don't like about the car. The scratching I don't like about the car. The the rattling on the door panels. I did have a rattling on this entire panel. I had Mazda fix it, and they were pretty cool about that. But when it came to the issue of fixing the back, didn't fix that. So that pretty much concludes everything. So thank you for watching, guys. If you guys would like, I'm not forcing you to, but you can subscribe. I do plan on making more content on this car, perhaps, if I decide to do more modifications on it. But I do have a 2001 Miata that I just bought with my wife, mostly hers, but we are planning on modding it. And unlike this car is an automatic, because this is my daily and our daily, because we're sharing cars. We want something fun, and the Mazda Miata is a 5-speed manual. So we are going to be doing installations, like I said. So keep look out for that. So if you guys want to subscribe, go ahead and subscribe. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Let me know what you guys thought about the video, and anything you guys want to know about the car, let me know. I'll definitely answer the comments down below. And that pretty much concludes this video. So thanks for watching, guys. Take care.